Ooh, this is exotic. Muscle Cat Media. Nice. Cultural. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody around there. It's Destiny Draft. It's Destiny Draft. And this is actually more than Destiny Draft. This is a pivotal day, a monumental day in probably my mental health, actually, probably all of our collective mental health, every single person in this room, not only for the next 2 weeks with our silly card baseball game we play, but also bigger picture than that because at the end of this, we're actually going to be using this system to draft our fantasy football league, which all of us are in, including the listener spot today. So more on that later. We'll bring in who's in the room, though. We'll start over to you, Rolsey. We are transparency recording this on Sunday because I am going in the middle of the bush, and I will be in a bush. We made that joke before. I will be in a bush for 5 days.
Vintage.
Yeah,
That means woods for our North American listeners.
Yeah, for the American, yeah, you're right. That's a good specification to make. I will be in a bush, Rolsey, for 5 days. So welcome, Rolsey. How you feeling? You're in first place right now. Cam Schlittler got it done for you today.
Yeah, and like that's I don't know. I mean, that's not even back page news for my baseball fandom today because of what Joshua Baez did. So the fact that we're recording just mere hours after, I mean, like you guys know that I've been calling for this dude to get called up for the last 18 months. It's like to the point to where I'm sure you were annoyed about me just constantly sending like Joshua Baez news to the baseball expats thread because like this is the power we've always known that he's had. And I mean, he's going to struggle. But for the entire world to get to see it and it to be against the Cubs in a day game on a Saturday at Wrigley Classic in the middle of a playoff race, like it was, I woke up to like 1,000 text messages to people at home and was like, because I was going to get up and watch it. Like that's how excited I was to watch this guy play. Like I knew he was going to hit fifth in the order today, right before I went to bed. I saw the lineup come out, but it was a 4:20 start. And I was like, I can't get up. So I woke up, saw the score, and then saw all the text messages that I'd gotten sent. And then just like randomly, like accidentally glimpsed at a thing that said Joshua Baez has historic 3 home run game in his debut. And I was like, well, so I sat on the couch from about 7:30 this morning and watched the game in its entirety from start to finish. Love that. Incredible.
Just a quick show of hands in this room right now. If your team is playing at 4:20 in the morning, whether it be any sport and it's a big game, who gets up and watches it? Oh, Spoon and Eric and Tom, who's also here. Rolsey. No, I understand that. I would have done the same thing you did, man.
Like it's game 2 of a series in August, right?
In 162
I may or may not have had 14 pints of Guinness last night as well, which could have had something to do with
The state out.
I'm just bugging you. That was awesome for Baez. Look forward to him going 0 for 18 over the next week.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for sure.
Love that he's the second leading Cardinals home run hitter after the All-Star break. Like that is hilarious.
That was the Cardinals producer just like understanding the assignment, right? He's like, this is all fine and good. He's like, but I have to find a way to make this funny.
It is
putting him up.
He did it.
The second highest home run total since the break, and he did it in 3 at bats.
Spoon, we're bringing you in, man. Back-to-back weeks of last place finishes. There's nothing you can do. You're going to finish last place for the second time in a row. That's a month of cellar dwelling. Reminds me of, like, man, I don't know if your footy team is having an influence on your Destiny Draft team, but it seems like it right now, man. It's not going well for you at the moment. You're going through it.
Yeah, I just keep killing guys. I draft them. They go to the IL, rinse and repeat. Guys that don't even have a history of injury just seem to be blowing up on me out of nowhere. And unfortunately, I'm going to pick fourth again, as we talked about earlier in the week, off the back of, a historically poor month. My lead on the competition on the field has dwindled to near nothing. So round 7 is going to be a big one.
We also have a listener every week that takes part in this, and a different person each week has stepped on, and one of our biggest fans, safe to say, one of the biggest expats fans there is. He's a very good, I hate to admit it, but he's a very good like fantasy football player, knows his sports, elite talk and elite chat as well. So I'm pretty excited to have Tom on the show. Doesn't even need a nickname because he can just, like me, put my name to it. That's how confident it can be. Tom, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, gents. It's an honor of a lifetime to be on a podcast such as this, which I hold with such high esteem. And you will have to remind me what the name is again at the end of it.
This is why we like Tom. This is why he's brought in for this. He will take over the listener spot. Now, full transparency, we don't know how round 2 ended, right? Or this round ended. Right now, Rolsey and I are in a battle for first. He has a 4-point edge with 1 day to go. It's going down to the wire. If I finish first, I will bump up to second on the standings. If things stay the same, I should remain third, but if I have a big day, I could jump above of the listener on the tiebreaker. So because everybody unanimously agrees that I'm such a good guy, I am going to say either I won or I did enough to pass the listener, and I will willingly risk it and say I'll back my team. I will draft third today. We always go reverse order of the standings. Current standings, Spoon in first with 16. Listener and I tied at 15. Rolsey at 14. We're jam-packed. This is going down to the wire. This is great. This is great. But we'll let Tom draft second because he does need all the help he can get. And, maybe that extra good player might make things a bit easier for him.
Appreciate the generosity, Eric.
We'll get into the player pack and the rules in just a second. But first off, quick moment for our little Italian friend from the foothills of Bologna or something like that. I don't know. It sounds better that way. Sophia was our listener. She navigated the team better than Spoon. Let that record show that this little Italian woman is better at this than Spoon is. Also picked Andy Pajes, who did some damage versus the Diamondbacks as well. Let's hear from Sophia, last week's listener, before we get into today.
Hey guys, Sophia here. So obviously I'm not too happy about finishing in third place. Thank God for Grayson Rodriguez because Nick Fortes really let me down here. But yeah, I think it was pretty clear from basically the very beginning that catching up to Eric and Rolsey would have been very, very difficult, if not basically impossible. So I'll take third place. And at least I ended up beating Spoon, which honestly, that's all that matters, right?
Well, thank you very much to Sophia. Once again, this is how Destiny Draft works. It's quite simple. We're going to play fantasy baseball. We have a point system, and it's very simple. All we're looking for is hits, runs. You don't want your guy to strike out, and RBIs if you're hitting. Pitching-wise, you want some innings pitched. You want them to not allow any runs. That is a negative point against you. And you want strikeouts. It's as simple as that. We have an ongoing system. We draft every 2 weeks. We bring a listener in. We've got a month to go in the season. It's going down to the wire. Those are the rules of the game. The catch is you can't just pick anybody. We actually rip some not fantasy baseball cards, just baseball cards, Topps baseball cards. We rip them open. You hear the sound that Spoon is doing right now, and we draft them based on the available player pool made to us. We're actually going to be drafting our fantasy football league based on this at the end of the show. Tom, you are part of that fantasy football league, so this is huge for you as well, learning this experience to figure out where things are going to go. Is there any rule clarifications that anybody needs, including Tom, before we get to the player pack and the draft?
No, it seems pretty straightforward. Let's lock and load it.
Let's lock and load it. So, Spoon, do you want to do the honors? The best part of the show is crinkling that package and ripping them open.
I do, and I hope we get a much better pool than last time. I mean, round 5, Tom, we opened bangers after bangers of packs. It was just all the superstars. It was one of the best rounds we've ever seen. Last round was dire. There were no pictures left at all by the time I drafted. The one guy I managed to find blew his elbow out 3 days later. So let's hope there's a little bit less of Manny Fresh and Mr. Met in this pack, and some guys that are actually going to give us some point production.
I forgot you pulled a Manny Fresh card. That's exceptional.
All right.
Can you send that to me, actually? Do you still have that Manny Fresh card?
I wish I just drafted him. He would have gone the same as Murakami. He would have been better than Murakami. All right. I'm so into it. Oh, wow. Okay, we have Brian Van Bell. Never heard of him.
Uh-oh.
We have Corbin Burns, unfortunately, on the IL for another few weeks. We have Tanner Houck, also on the IL. It's not a good start. James Outman, outfielder for the Twins. Max Scherzer, Mad Max. Anyone want to take a punt on him? Even the Blue Jays don't really want to do that. Gabriel Arias, shortstop for the Guardians.
ABL, baby. ABL guy.
We've got Harrison Bader, Claire's favorite mate.
Do not. Stop it.
What are the chances of that? That is
Yeah, can you send me that one as well, please?
Yeah.
You're gonna make me
We've
very
got
popular.
Al Mahul, guaranteed to come second in the NL Rookie of the Year race. We have Taylor Ward, recently traded away from the Orioles. We have Carlos Correa, permanently dead with different ankle issues. We have a nice little Harry Ford card, rookie catcher from the Nationals. And boys, once again, we have Mr. Cam Schlittler. Ready to wreck things for Team Rosie again, no doubt.
He's only going to start twice. Yeah, it's
He'll run twice, yeah, but it's still better than some of the pitchers that I just mentioned. I mean, it's really just Max Scherzer on the board there. The other guys are all in the IL or in the AAA system at the moment. So we need more pitching, that's for sure. We'll get on to pack 2.
I'm going to say a prayer right now to the
Got
baseball.
your writings down.
Also,
We'll send you a list.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because I got 3 into that, and I was like, I don't know any of those people.
All right, we have Justin Robleski, starter for the Dodgers, bit of starting pitching depth for us. That's good. Jose Fermin, Cardinals legend. We have Jack Winkler. I'm not sure who that is. Rookie for the Astros. We have Muscle Men, Pinstriped Pals, Fuel New York. Unfortunately not eligible, but Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger. Nice little card. Aroldis Chapman. Interesting. We've talked at length about the case for relief pitchers in this game. And look, the way Mason Miller went the other day, you could probably do worse than taking Aroldis Chapman. We have Matt Warner, outfielder for the Twins, Gleyber Torres from the Tigers, Luis Ariz, really good Destiny draft player, doesn't strike out at all.
I think he's number 2 overall at the moment.
I'll be drafting second. I take back all my goodbye comments.
We have George Kirby, another good starting pitcher there. Jose Cornel, rookie pitcher, not sure who that is. Oh no, we've got the big dumper, Kyle Raleigh. Sick card. Golden Glove card, I think it is. But yeah, not really what we're looking for. And Colson Montgomery, rookie for the White Sox. Not a bad little player there as well. So we're getting a bit better, but still very light on pitching.
What do we need?
We need a pitcher and a stud. That's what
Yeah, but another Mizorowski or a Dylan Cease would really blow this thing wide open.
Oh, imagine if we got Josh Baez.
We have Ozzy Albies, not a bad DD player. Graham Pauley, the Marlins player. Anthony Santander, perennially dead with Carlos Correa. We have Fall Fling, Blue Jays stars, Dazzle. Vladdy and George Springer helped power the Blue Jays to an American League pennant. And then they ended the season. Nothing happened after that. Adley Rutschman, recently traded. Taylor Rashi, D-backs rookie, not up in the bigs. Tyler Wells, pitcher. Jared Young from the Mets. Raisel Iglesias, another closer. We could be seeing a few closers go. Okay. Sandy Alcantara. Nice. First time he's popped up in any of these. He was brilliant yesterday. Just the 1 run, 7 completed innings. We have Randy Arozarena from the Mariners. And we have Alex Freeland from the Dodgers. Boo. Okay, it's not as bad as last week. It's light on pitching, but there's plenty of hitting talent there. So I think we're probably all going to be rocking some 2-hitter lineups, that's for sure.
So on quick glance, the stars sort of look like Harrison Bader, number 1 and 2, probably 3 if you're Claire. But obviously Cam should go pretty high. Ariz should go high. Ozzy Albies should go high. Arozarena might be sneaky. Alcantara, pretty good. Adley, did you say Adley Rutschman?
Yeah, Adley.
That could be a sneaky one too, man. Like if he catches a little bit of fire. So there's enough for a couple rounds. I do think that the 3rd round is going to be key. There's 2 closers in the mix. Someone's getting taken. Iglesias or Chapman will be taken. Let's take a moment to say our prayers to the baseball gods. Have a cheese board if you're like me. Collect ourselves. Take a deep breath. And start with the draft when we come back on the other side. Don't forget, the draft order will be Rolsey. Rolsey somehow goes first, then Tom, then myself, then Spoon. A lot on the line. We'll get drafting in just a moment. The draft is about to begin. We will pick 3 players. You must pick 1 position player. You must pick 1 pitcher, and you can do whatever you want. with the third. The draft order, I cannot believe 2 of the top 3 Destiny draft players are in this grip, and I just conceded the second pick because out of the goodness of my heart. That sucks. But I said it on record, and this is an integrity pod. So I will happily, hopefully that gives me good karma, and I can win today on Sunday, the final day, and it just is justifiably how it is. So the draft order will be Rollsy, then Tom, then myself, then Spoon twice, back to myself, Tom, Rollsy twice, Tom, myself, and Spoon to finish it off. So, without further ado, Andrew Reynolds, you are on the clock. 2 of the top 3 guys, who are you taking?
This is tough. Like, just looking at the last week, like, Schlittler was only 3 points better than Arias, and he may not be because Arias still has a game left, right? We're recording this on Sunday. And Cam's only going to get 2 starts. One of those looks like it's against the Blue Jays next weekend. Like, how do they play the Jays again next weekend? That's outrageous. So he's probably going to get the Jays and the Red Sox, but both at home. This is tough, dude. Like, do you take Arias knowing that you're going to get consistent performances out of him, or do you just take Schlittler? I mean, I'm hopefully going to have won the last 2 weeks on pitching. Dude, this is I don't know what to do because Cam's only going to get 2 starts, and he hasn't been great. Like, let's be honest, he hasn't been great the last few starts.
I'll take him.
The problem is, like, the pitching pool isn't overly deep, so by the time it gets back to me, I've probably got to stick with Cam. I had nearly talked myself into Arias, but I think I've got to stick with Cam. So give me Schlittler.
Okay. Fair enough. Cam off
What,
the
3
board.
weeks in a row?
No, I had Mizorowski the week before.
That's right. Eric had Burns 2 in a row.
I like it. All right, Tom, who are you taking?
Well, it's pretty easy then. I'll have Arias, please. Nice to see that Andrew wants to make it easy for me and give up the better player, but I'm really, really comfortable locking that in.
We're so back.
Okay, now I have a decision to make because I know that if I don't take him now, Spoon will. Spoon, who do you think I need to consider taking? Because you will back into
Goza.
Matt. How did you know? You know me so well, my friend.
Mad Max, baby.
Yeah, you're right. Should I just take him? I kind of want to, just for the meme. I am going to take. He's only starting twice, but he is the number 33 player in the last month since the All-Star break. And the other guys kind of sucked since the All-Star break. Might be a mistake, but you can't put a price on that consistent pitching performances. That's where Spoon is being let down the last couple weeks. And I don't want to fall into the trap of not having a horse. I'm going to get 2 starts out of him. I'm going to get 20 points. Give me Sandy Alcantara.
All right. So Sandy's an interesting one. His strikeout numbers are the lowest they've been all year, but he still gives you 7 innings every night and 1-run ball, right? So,
And
Well, I got to pronounce his last name in the next couple weeks as well. That'd be good, I think.
then at Alcantara, how do you pronounce it?
Alcantara.
Contra.
Oh, I thought it was Alcantara. Whatever.
Should we go to Mexico or something in the next couple of weeks?
Si, senor.
Should
Okay, I'll take Sandy
a lot of
Alcantara.
American names.
All right. I think this is, look, famous last words, but one of the happiest I've been drafting at the turn in some time. I think the last time I said that, Juan Soto died. So prayers up to the families of the 2 guys I'm about to select because one of them is about to have a career-ending injury. I'm going to take a starting pitcher, get that out of the way because I don't want to be left with a couple of these crumbs if you guys decide to double dip on the pitching side. So I'm going to go George Kirby as my starting pitcher. And then I'm pretty keen to take this guy. I think, look, albeit they're playing against my D-backs tomorrow, so I'm happy if he starts off with 4 strikeouts to kick off the week. But then after that, I'm expecting big production. Give me Ozzy Albies as my second pick.
I figured you would be taking Ozzy.
Yeah, nice.
Now it gets interesting because there's not really all that many stars anymore, right?
What's Gleyber Torres doing this season? Anything?
I am going to pick Sal Stewart.
Yeah, top 40 player for the season.
Yeah, and he's been really good lately.
Yeah,
Well, if he can slow down a bit so JJ Weatherall can win the NL Rookie of the Year, that'd be much appreciated.
si, senor.
I'm going to go with Sal Stewart Cantera. Sal Stewart Cantera. I don't know. Sal Stewart. Give me Sal Stewart.
Done.
All right, Tom, you're up.
You're going to have to bear with me through gents. I'm having some technical difficulties with your app. Just bear with me.
Don't blame me out.
For me.
Yeah. Is it the problem? No, it's the platform that's wrong.
It's the platform that's wrong. We're aware of it.
Hal Raleigh has -7 points since the All-Star break.
He probably has even less before the All-Star break.
That's actually
It's crazy. I mean, we've talked about it before, but before the database, a guy like Cal Raleigh would have been a pretty sexy name, right?
That's actually nuts, man.
I mean, they're still good. Like, Adley's good. Randy, what's Randy? Randy's going okay. There's a lot of strikeout there, but when he gets a hold of them, they go a long way.
Who do we like as a pitcher next?
I mean, your best option is probably going to be either Leslie Rogers or Aroldis Chapman. If you go with
Valesky, I mean,
you get a point for every 2 innings pitched, and a closer really needs 2 days to do that, and they only come in when they're winning. But if they've got high strikeout stuff, like we saw Mason Miller put up a decent score last round or the round before, you just don't get that like safety net of he's going to give you 10 points just for innings pitched.
What we got for me, I'm a big fan of the Dodgers, really ethical organization. So it's nice to I just want to have one of the little guys on my team, So Rob Leslie.
yeah, they just go the right way, don't they?
It's a good hard nosed ball club.
Yeah, hard nose. Yeah, good collar.
God damn it.
So who are you going with?
Rob Leslie, please.
I thought that might be the case. I love it. That's a good take.
They do actually have blue around their collar, technically. So it's
probably not with that in mind.
no.
The $1.2 billion payroll little guy.
I don't think so.
Right.
Glaber's been really good the last couple weeks. And it's like Adley's been awful. And like we know what happens when you take a catcher on this program. Inevitably they won't play for 3 days in a row. And he looks like he could use a couple days off anyways. He hasn't been great the last couple weeks. So I think I've got to take Glaber at the turn for sure. And then it's just, do you take the potential upside with Randy? Even though he hasn't had a great last couple of weeks. He's had 9 hits in the last couple of weeks. He struck out 11 times.
Means he's due.
Yeah, it's due.
But he's still a top 100 player for the year. He's probably the best guy on the board.
Yeah. If you don't, I will.
I was tinkering with Chapman, but I mean, he's only had 1 save opportunity the last couple of weeks, and that's what screws you.
Red Sox have been slumping again.
Yeah, well, and when
If they
do
get
beat
hot,
people,
they
they beat
might
them by
get 12 saves in the next.
Yeah, but they might start winning games by 10 runs like they were doing in that win streak, and Chapman won't pitch anyway. So yeah, look, I'm happy with that. Give me Glaber and Randy Arozarena to round out Team Rolsey.
I really thought Randy was going to slip to me. I really thought he was. All right, Tom, final pick. You can go either one, pitcher or position player.
Look, once again, I reckon Andrew's wrong. So I'm going to go Adley Richmond, please. He's due.
He is due. All right.
Red Sox legend.
He's also the only guy I know on the board.
It's thinned out pretty quickly.
But there is one guy. Believe he's the brother of Cold. Right? Jared Young, related to Cold Young? Sure. I'm going to go Jared Young. He's actually been pretty good lately. He was 2 for 4 yesterday. He's I mean, he's on a bit of a heater. I'm going to try to roll with that. He's at 31 points, which is number 141 since the All-Star game, which is okay. Not bad. I'm hoping he just keeps ticking along. So I'm going to go Jared Young with my last pick.
There's not heat left for me, really, is there, boys? I think Oh, change of scenery guy, new team, going okay. I mean, a few of these guys aren't really up in the bigs at all. I think Graham Pauley's out for a while. Colson Montgomery just doesn't really seem to do much. Let's have a look at this. Taylor Ward remains out of the lineup with a quad issue. That looks like my kind of guy. It's the kind of guy I normally draft. They don't usually have the issue when I draft them. That normally comes 48 hours later.
That said, you did draft Fournette Carroll like the day that he got pulled from a game with a hamstring or something.
And he played, and he was fine.
Yeah, he's like,
There's probably more success. If I can see the injury, it's like better the devil you know than the devil that don't. And if this is my one injury, it says it's the second consecutive game he's missed due to tightness in his quad, though he's available off the bench. Expect him to return to the lineup before the weekend is through. I mean, considering some of these other options, like Matt Warner hasn't played this year. Arias is ranked 1,000 over the last month. Harry Ford, I mean, the nuts are fun. Riley sucks. Freeland's down. I think I've got to go Taylor Ward. Doesn't strike out a lot. Leadoff hitter, gets a lot of ABs. Tightness in the quad. I mean, he ticks all my boxes.
Look, the last time you went this route, Corbin Carroll had 15 of your 13 hitter points. So, thanks, Juan Soto.
Now,
Yep.
I would like to publicly state one thing. I'm going to be, that's why we're recording on a Sunday, I'm going to be out of service completely for 4 days, which leads me to two things. The first one is there is a rule that says if your player is on the injured list before the next round starts, which would be, I guess, our time, Tuesday morning, that you get a replacement player. Now, I won't be available, so I'm going to trust you guys to assign me a player.
Getting back Scherzer.
I am. I would like Max Scherzer to be my replacement player. I feel like that's fair. He will be.
That's one thing we haven't had to deal with in this, because it's only happened once, I think, with the Canary, with the replacement player. You obviously still have to satisfy the criteria, right, of like where the positions are split. So you've got one pitcher, two hitters. So if something happened to Sandy, you'd have to take one of the 4 pitchers that are left.
Yeah, so if something happens to Sandy, I would like to take Scherzer. And if something happens to one of the position players, I would also like to take Max Scherzer.
Yeah. That's a brand new sentence.
I'm just going to...
All right. You want me to read the teams back?
So that'll be it. Yeah, read the teams back.
All right. So currently in 4th place, despite his ridiculous last month, Team Rosie, Cam Schlittler, back to his basics. We've got Gleyber Torres, Randy Arozarena. The listener spot, Team Tom. We've got Luis Ariz, Justin Robleski, and Adley Rutschman. Team Eric, out in the bush, we got Sandy Alcantara, Sal Stewart, and Jared Young. Then my team, desperately looking to get out of a horrific slump in the last month. We've got George Kirby, Ozzy Albies, and Taylor Ward.
Not too much. I mean, Rolsey's got to stop getting the number 1 pick. This is just ridiculous. But it's kind of wide open. Quick update before we let everybody go. Big week for the expats. Eric's going to be in a bush, as you know. Rolsey is flying to Taiwan to commentate the Women's World Cup. So we'll chat on that and get some updates from Rolsey on ground as well. That's true expats style. But because I'm going to be in a bush, there's no service in a bush. So I'm going
I've heard that about bushes.
Bushes don't allow cell phone service. So
Yeah.
I am not going to have
Difficult to get it in there.
I'm going to be back Friday afternoon in time for the weekend pickup. And we're going to play a game where you two are going to create some scenarios for me. And I have to guess, did this happen or did this not happen in the baseball world? So that's kind of your homework for the week. And I fully expect someone to be hurt and Max Scherzer to be on my team. And honestly, probably dominate, right? Like that is...
Throws a perfect game. Yeah. Max Scherzer threw a perfect game. That's what we talk about.
23-year-old Mad Max. Dazzle's Destiny draft.
That's it. So that's Destiny Draft. We're gonna do a fantasy football draft, but Rolsey, Tom, Spoon, myself, thank you very much. That was a lot of fun. Best of luck. May the gods be ever in your favor.